Hello, hello, hello. Okay, okay. Thank you, everybody. Let's do it. Wow, there are lots of new words yesterday. So let's review them. Vocabulary review. Frivolous, frivolous, frivolous. 记不住。Hypothetic, hypothesis, hypothetic, hypothesis. 这是什么来着？记不住。trivial matter, 小事儿啊，这个记住了。trivial matter, 这个记住了。Sony concert, concert, 财团，vigorous, 记不住。Expansion and diversification, 扩张和什么叫多元化经营 ，OK，dividend， OK， 这个记住了。Reader, like a shark, reader, dividend. Transmit, OK. Close knit, OK. Common consent, 认知 common consent, 公认的 It's like common sense, common consent, OK. Diversification, OK. This one, we forgot, 假想
hypothetical,
hypothetical, 假想记不住 hypothetical,
hypothesis,
hypothesis, 记不住啊，这个 vigorous, 蓬勃发展
vigorous,
vigorous, 记不住 vigorous, positive, 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 dividend,
dividend,
dividend, okay. Okay, let's review the chapter 3. Okay, this is Penn Central. Oh, the writer give us an example for Penny Central, and the banks give lots of credit, lot of loans to Penny Central, and for condition, the banks higher management go to the central to get higher management and control the management, right? Yeah. And then the central expansion and diversification, then it got lots of loan. And okay, then the central divided to two company, and the public manager tell the Congress, it's very dangerous if the central is corrupt, is closed. So it's too big to close, and will hurt the public. Then the Congress came in and gave a guarantee for the loan. Then the bank can create more new money and send it to the central penny central, and then the penny central divided to two company. One is Amtrak. Second is JEKYLL. This is under control by the government and work at loss. But the JEKYLL is private company and it can be running at a profit. Okay, that's too interesting. Very interesting, right? Okay. Okay, that's all for yesterday. Let's continue reading the book. What the writer say? Another example, Lockheed. Okay, the second example, Lockheed in that same year. Wow, the same year, 1970. The Lockheed Corporation, which was the nation's largest defense contractor, 国家防御承包商 was teetering on the verge of bankrupt. Verge of bankrupt. Teetering. Teetering. Teeter.
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 Teetering.
Teetering. Teetering. Teetering. Teetering on the edge. Teetering on the verge of. On the verge.
Teetering on the verge.
Verge. Of bankrupt. Okay, wow, this is the first one. No. Teeter on the verge of edge of bankruptcy. Tear on the tender no, T sorry. God.
Teeter.
Okay, teeter on the edge of bankrupt. 这档国防承包商 defense contractor teetering on the edge of bankrupt. Okay, what's the next? The Bank of America and several smaller banks had loaned 400 million to the Goliath and they were not anxious to lose the bountiful interest income stream that flowed from that, nor did they wish to see such a large bookkeeping asset disappear from their lenders. They were not anxious to lose the Bank of America and several small banks had loaned 400 million to the Goliaths. 哦，天哪 Goliaths Goliath Goliath
Goliath,
Goliath Goliath, and they were not anxious to lose. They are not anxious, not anxious, anxious, anxious,
anxious,
anxious,
anxious,
anxious, anxious. They are not anxious, 着急 to lose the beautiful interest income. 担心 they are not anxious to lose the beautiful interest income stream, the bountiful, the bountiful,
bountiful,
富矿 bountiful, bounty, bounty, bounty,
bounty,
bounty. 哇，哦，天哪，天哪，天哪
bounty hunter,
！Oh my God, this is bounty. 我天，上这个意思，bounty, bounty hunter, OK, bounty hunter, bounty hunter. Bountiful interest come and flow from that. Nor did they wish to see such a large bookkeeping asset disappear from their ledgers. In due course, in this situation, in due course, the banks joined forces with Oakhill management, stockholders, and labor unions, and the group descended on Washington. Descended on Washington. Descended. 下降。
descended,
Descend. Accent. Ascend. 啊
ascend,
ascend. Descend. Ascend. Ascend. Descend. Ascend. Descend. Sympathetic. 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 Sorry.
sympathetic,
Sorry, my line was frozen, and it's okay. It's okay right now. Sympathetic.
sympathetic,
Sympathetic. 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 Sympathetic.
sympathetic,
Sympathetic. 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 Okay. Sympathetic. sympathetic politicians were told that if Lockheed were allowed to fail, it's too large to be failed. 31,000 jobs would be lost. Hundreds of contractors would go down. Thousands of suppliers would be forced into bankrupt, and national security would be seriously jeopardized. Jeopardized.
Jeopardized. Jeopardize.
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 Jeopardize 记不住。What the company needed was to borrow more money and lots of it, but because of its current financial predicament, no one was willing to lend. The answer? In the interest of protecting the economy and defending the nation, the government simply had to provide either the money or the credit. Predicament. 困境 predicament.
Predicament.
我天，我几乎好像记不这个单词呢。Control. Predict. No. Predicament. 当前的情况。刚才说 predicament. OK， 没有就没有吧。记不住，就不记得。Sorry, it's very hard to remember this one. Predicament. 记不住。A bailout plan. Bailout.
Bailout.
注意在前面 bailout 注意在前面 bailout. A bailout plan was quickly engineered by Treasury Secretary John B. Connolly, which provided the credit. The government agreed to guarantee payments on an additional $250 million. Oh my God! In loans. $250 million in loans, an amount which would put 60% deeper into the debt hole than it had been before. 这只是60%的这个亏损。But that made no differences now. No differences now. Oh my God. Once the taxpayer had been made a co-signer to the account, the banks had no qualms about advancing the funds. Qualms. 动力，疑虑。
Qualms.
No qualms about advancing the funds. 一旦那个什么的话 ，advancing the funds。advancing 是继续向前发展。银行对垫付资金毫无顾虑。这个意思啊。Advancing the funds has made 一旦纳税人成为了共同签署人，银行便毫无顾虑地提供资金。No qualms 顾虑。no qualms about no qualms qualms advancing the funds 提供资金发放贷款。The bank had no and no qualm about advancing the funds. advancing 提供 advance OK advance 进步推进推进 advance 推进促进 the funds 就是要的这一部分，这就是最终的这个是不是 OK the not so obvious part 不明显的 part of this story is that the government now had a powerful motivation to make sure Lockheed would be awarded as many defense contracts as possible. Awarded 向前推进 and that those contracts would be as profitable as possible. 必须得是盈利 This would be an indirect method of paying off the banks with tax dollars, but doing so in such a way as not to arouse public indignation, arouse 引起 to arouse public indignation 好奇愤恨
indignation,
indignation This would be an indirect method of paying off the banks with tax dollars, but doing such a way as not to part of this story is that the government now had a powerful motivation to make sure Lockheed would be awarded as many defense contracts as possible, and that those contracts would be as fair as possible. 不明显的是，政府有强烈的动机去确保 Lockheed would be awarded 必须向前进步，就像许多别的国防承包商一样，这些承包商 would be as profit as possible 尽可能的盈利。这样做是为了避免 indirect method direct 是直接的 indirect 非直接的方法 to 让这些 banks 闭嘴 pay off the loan with taxpayer but doing such 是买通银行是吧？政府有一个强大的动机，确保能够获得足够多的尽可能多的国防活动to make sure the kid would be awarded as many defense contracts 尽可能多的国防活动 as possible and that those contracts would be as profitable as possible 而且尽可能的盈利，这些 contracts 尽可能的盈利，这将成为一个直接间接的方式，用纳税人的钱补偿银行。in the indirect method of paying off the banks with 用纳税人的钱补偿银行 but doing in such a way as not to arouse public indignation 这就是利益典型的利益输送